Hi there, my name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer or the kids' room or the garage. You know, how we've been doing it, if I can say that clearly. Thank you for your partnership in this ministry. Thank you for the love that you're sharing to your kids and your families and your congregations. They are better for it, and you are rocking it. Thank you so much. And thanks for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way. So, this is for the 25th Sunday after Pentecost. We went, you might have gotten a little glimpse. You're like, wait a minute, are we almost to the end of the Sundays after Pentecost? Because I had red for Reformation, if you were celebrating Reformation. Oh, and then we had white for All Saints Sunday, if you were celebrating All Saints Sunday. And then we're back to green. Anyway, I don't know. I have a stole that I wear that I call I'm Tired of Green stole. It's not rainbowish, but it's got a lot of different colors in it, and so I call it my I'm Tired of Green stole. So anyway, we're looking at the gospel lesson, and this is that gospel lesson where a lot of people talk about stewardship, about things that we are given and that we are asked to use and further the grace of God in this world, however we want to say that. But it's about someone that is scared of what they've given, scared of not trusting the person that handed it over, not trusting the person that gave it, not trusting the God, if we want to go that route, which I am, that we're so scared. And it comes to that point of trusting that God's grace is good and plentiful and wraps us in love. And so everything we can do, we can respond out of love rather than out of fear. So there's the two springboards I'm using, and they're both, one's an optical illusion puzzle that you might have seen in different ways, and then the other is a magic trick. And so the one that the optical illusion, there is a link that is on the blog, which if you're finding this just on YouTube, the blog is DS for Dollar Store, dskidssermons.com. And so you can check that out. Actually, I can't remember if it's, I want to make sure that, all right, so yeah, it is, I said it kind of wrong there. It's dskidssermons.com. So there's not two S's. DSKID sermons.com, and then you can find there's a link there that takes you to a page that looks like this. It actually has, I printed this on like 11 by 17 paper, but you get 4 of these, and I've cut one out, but it's the Vanishing Leprechaun. It's a Vanishing Leprechaun. So I don't know if you've seen this, but it's fantastic. So what you do is you'll get these, and there are lines that you cut out. It's a 3-piece puzzle, the Vanishing Leprechaun, and so when you cut these out, you are going to put them together. Actually, as we're talking, I will. So you cut them out. You have 3 pieces. I was going to tape these together, but I realized that it would take too long. So you're going to, right now, when you cut them out, you have them like that. You have the Vanishing Leprechaun. What you're going to do is you're actually, when you first show it, you are going to have the leprechaun name first and vanishing like that. And if you count these, I'm going to move my fingers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 5 rows of 3. So 15 leprechauns. Yes. But if you take this and you move it over to here, let me just hold this here. And what I suggest doing is printing this large and putting it on poster board, something that makes it easier to, and you're not holding it up here like this. You're actually having it on a table or the ground so you can hold it up. But with me in my fancy studio here. So you've got them here, and if you count them, you notice that there's a leprechaun missing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My fingers on there, but see, when you have them there, there's a vanishing leprechaun. Holy moly. One of them is hid. I don't know. Where did it go? And talk about that you can't see it anymore, but you know it's there. And when you take the two back and you switch it back over again, there it is. It appears again. It's the vanishing leprechaun. And this idea about this person that hides the talent and wants to get rid of it, doesn't want to pay attention to it. And I'm scared because if I don't hide it, I don't want to lose it, but I'm going to hide it. So the vanishing leprechaun, that's gone, can lead you into the conversation about the one that hid the talent out of fear and not wanting. And perhaps you can talk about the leprechaun. That one leprechaun was scared, didn't know what was going to go on, ran up. But when you bring it back, it's there. So that gives an idea about that. The another springboard along this, before I get to the magic trick, is you can have something hidden, like, and I've used this for like the lost sheep where you have a stuffed animal, but this idea that you can hide something in plain view where the kids know where it's at. And that's the thing, when God gives us the gifts and asks for us to use them, and we pretend that they're not there, there's a lot of time other people can see the things that we have been gifted with that I'm scared. I don't know about that. Maybe God's given me a gift of singing. God hasn't. But, and I don't want, and I get scared. And so what about that? So there's used in that direction of like a stuffed animal or something hidden in plain view. Now the magic trick, the leprechaun's more of an optical illusion. It's a puzzle where one vanishes. There's some different versions, but this is the one that I'm going to link to. It's easy. You cut it into 3 sections and you've got there. Now this trick, I'm going to bring this down just a little bit so we can see it a little bit more. There we are. This is called Lynn's Pennies. That's actually the name of the trick, Lynn's Pennies. And the last name of the guy who made it up is the last name of Lynn. So you've got a stack of pennies, and you're going to have a kid that's got his hand here. And you're going to just hear it as I put these on the table. But what we're going to do is we're going to count 7 pennies into the kid, or you can have an adult, but 7 pennies into the kid's hands. It could be 10 pennies if you want. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do 7. We're going to stop at 7. So we got 7 pennies. 7 pennies in the person's hand, and they're holding it here like this, and then you go to have them count them in their hands, and they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One's gone. What? And that, again, leads into the story about the talent that was hidden, and talking about to the kids about the things that God gives to us, but entrusts to us. Because the whole kind of thing I'm looking at is how all we have belongs to God. All that we are belongs to God. We are God's creation. We are God's children. We all belong to the Creator, and everything we have is used to share the love and the grace and the beauty of God, and so the things that we are given. So this is another simple trick, and this is one that you're gonna think doesn't well, like all magic tricks, you're like, how is this going to fool anybody? You've got your stack of pennies, and you've got the hand here. Now, what you're doing is you're pulling 1, pulling 2, 3. Now, notice how every time I put this down, you can hear it. That was 3. Here's 4. When I count 5, I've got 5. We tap. I tap the pennies that are in the hand, but I bring back. I'm not dropping the 5th one. I tap it, and I bring it back, and I grab 6 and 7. So that's the motion where I'm grabbing one, and as I bring it down, it's just kind of hidden in my fingers, but that audible, 1, and you just bring it back. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And there we are. And you can hear it kind of rattle because it's on the table, but when it's in the hand, you don't get that vibration. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just tapping the pennies. It's one of the reasons why you need to wait until you've got about 4 pennies or 5 pennies in the hand, because you want the sound to keep the same. It's a trick of the ears as you come in and you tap it, and that one's gone. And you're like, okay, so where did the one go? And then you can move into of being afraid, of hiding it, and on the side. So, all right, so there's a couple of springboards. I'm hoping one of these can be useful for your own children's sermon. Let me go like this. There we are. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the love, again, that you are sharing with your kids and your families and your congregations. Thank you for the work you're doing. You are rocking it. And thank you for the partnership in this ministry and for spending some time with me in this way. All right? We will talk to you next week. See you then. Peace.